Hello, everyone. I hope you all are doing well. I do want to thank you for the birthday wishes, and I want to take this time to bring something to your attention. You see, today is not just my birthday. Um, there's a girl in Nigeria named Leah Sharibu who is turning 17 today. But unlike in my situation where I have people texting me and leaving me birthday wishes and things like that, she's in captivity. She's been in captivity for over 2 years. On February 19th, 2018, she was kidnapped along with 109 other girls from a school in Dapchi, Nigeria. They were kidnapped by Boko Haram terrorists. Most of the girls who survived have been released. She is the only one that has not been released. She's been in captivity for over 2 years and has still not seen her parents. And the reason why that she has not been released is because she refuses to deny Jesus Christ. She has been offered to be released if she would just turn her back on Christ and convert to Islam, but she has held fast her confession. And I mean, that's something that I may never have to do in my life. I may never have to choose between my faith in Jesus and my freedom. But that's a reality right now. So I just want to take this time to bring this to your attention, as many of you may not follow up on what's going on with the persecuted church. I would encourage you to pray for Leah that she may be released, that she may be released to her parents. They may pray for her parents that that they would not lose hope. That that they I mean, they're not giving up, and I just and I don't know why. I don't exactly know why God is allowing this particular thing to happen, but I know that ultimately He's using it for good, and we can be praying for our parents that they may not forget that. Pray also for Leah, just for her, that the Lord would uphold her faith and keep her strong, that she would never believe the lie that she's somehow been forsaken, because the Lord has promised to never leave nor forsake us. But also, we can be praying for those terrorists who kidnapped her and are holding her captive right now, who have threatened to enslave her permanently. We certainly pray that the Lord would change their hearts, that He would soften their hearts and open up their eyes to what they're doing. They think they're doing right. They actually think that kidnapping people, enslaving people, killing people, they actually think they're doing something pleasing to our Creator, and they don't know any better. We need to be praying for them that they would come to the saving knowledge of Jesus Christ. There is nobody that is beyond the reach of God. Nobody who is there's no one so evil that God can't change them, that He can't, work on them. But also we can be praying for President Buhari. He's the leader of Nigeria. He's given promises to try to bring Leah back, and from what I've read, it sounds like he did try to make negotiations with Boko Haram, but for some reason they rejected his negotiations. I thought that's what I had read. But just pray for wisdom for him in seeking to bring her home. And at the same time, we can also be praying. She's not the only one in captivity. She's been in captivity for a little over 2 years. but there are a whole bunch of other young women that were kidnapped over 6 years ago from a school in Chibok. In fact, this actually made international news. In fact, then First Lady Michelle Obama had held up a sign with hashtag Bring Back Our Girls. Many of those women that were kidnapped are still in captivity, along with Leah. So we could be praying for them and their families as well. And again, praying for President Buhari because he promised to get them back, but nothing's happened. And I don't know if it's, and I don't, and I mean, I'd like to give benefit of the doubt to him in hopes that maybe he's tried and failed. But it just at least the image that many of the parents are getting is that he has been negligent in this matter. We could be praying for just the people of Nigeria in general. I mean, that nation has been plagued for years with terrorism. People that they go to church and they may not come home alive. They may go to church and be gunned down or blown up. Right now we're having a problem over there with a whole swarm of locusts that are eating up crops that were just planted. And so now they're dealing with the terrorism. They've been dealing with that for years. Now they're dealing with a threat of famine. And of course, on top of it, they're dealing with the current pandemic. So we can just be, again, this is just a good time to be praying for really the whole continent of Africa, but especially areas like Nigeria and Burkina Faso, areas like that. So I just want to take this time to bring this to your attention. I encourage you, if you'd like to know more about what's going on the persecuted church, I encourage you to visit. I don't have the exact URLs, but you can look at organizations like Open Doors and Christian Freedom International, Barnabas Aid. You can be looking at organizations like that. So I would encourage you to do that and to be praying for the persecuted church. Thank you.